Hello folks, welcome to another video, the first video of 2022 here in the Microsoft Sim for yours truly. And it is a Freeware Friday episode, folks, featuring the aircraft on your screen. This is hot off the press as I just adjust my camera and try and get out of the grass. There we go. See Jude and myself on board. This looks a lot like a Cessna 170B to be precise. It looks a lot like one, because that's what it is. The big tundra's on. Yeah, hot off the press, this one. Bit of freeware, just been released on the old flightsim.to. It's an interesting place in which we spawn. Bit of a downhill slope. This will be interesting taxiing out of here. Hey, we'll have to be hard on the rudder here to avoid those trees. Interesting parking spot. We're somewhere in Idaho, folks, and this is not reflective of real weather. The time I filmed this, we've had some issues in the sim in the last day or two when it comes to real weather. My guess is real weather in this part of the world at this time would be quite dreary, quite cold, a fair bit of snow. So I've gone with the preset just to give us something to look at, or give me an opportunity to fly visually. Cessna 170B, folks. Let's jump inside. I don't have any views set up here, so I might have to do that before we actually go flying. It looks a lot like a Cessna 170, doesn't it? I think Coronado's released one of them. Have they? For this sim, a payware version of the 170? I think so. This is a freeware one. As I said, hot off the press. Have not flown it. Never flew one in real life. I don't think I've flown a 170 in any sim either, so hey, you pays your money, you takes your chances here, folks, on this channel. This will be quite a raw look at the aircraft. But that's the quality of the visual modelling. That's not too bad for freeware. It's very decent. Hey, we don't have Jude, I don't think, available. That's a pity. I don't know how much of this stuff works. Hey, you can click. Hey, look at that. Jude. Love it. I can click myself on, can I? I can turn myself on. Oh, have a look at that. I'm inside my own head. And it's vacant. That's reflective of real life, if ever I saw one. That's a bit weird, isn't it? How do I get out of my own head? God, I wish I could answer that question in real life. There's Jude. You look alright, lovely, don't you? Hey, welcome aboard, Jude. This is exciting. 4-seat aeroplane. Tail dragger. Tundra tyres. We're in Idaho. Folks, I'm going to get us started and we'll go for a fly. Right, so before we take off, folks, we'll take some external shots, just give you a listen to the old sounds of this aeroplane. That sounds alright to me. Bit of freeware. Nice looking beast, isn't it? Hey? That's where we are. That's what's in front of us, folks. Hills. And it looks like it's pretty clear out to the right hand side there. Only be a short flight, folks. Traditional sort of Freeware Friday format. All the F's there, Freeware Friday format. Short video just to have a look at it, help promote it, help get the developer some cred. Hopefully, although I don't know if featuring aircraft on my channel gives the developers cred. I don't know. What have I noticed here? The old AH is bugged. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. There's not too much to this aircraft. Yeah, not too much to it at all. We do have the old flap lever there. 3 stages of flap. We'll go with one stage. Looks like trim's about set. Everything else looks pretty okay. Let's see how well this thing flies, hey? Now, parking brake. Parking brake's released. Change my view. Give it some juice. Feed that juice in. Now it's not that highly powered, this beast. It's a little bit weak on the old power, it feels like. We've got a bit of a breeze going here. Alright, so we get airborne around about 50, something like that. Trying to keep it straight here. Airspeed indicator's got issues. I'm going to try and take it off to the right. We are going to struggle. She feels really underpowered. The old AH has come alive, and we were really struggling there to get airborne. I did read in the comments that from the developer that he's made this He's made this feel underpowered. I can absolutely vouch for that. We were really struggling there. Up through 80 now. We'll just come back off the juice just a tad. Alright, head out. This is a beautiful part of the world here, eh? Don't know if we can see much. Sort of high wing, and you're kind of limited with the frame of the aircraft as well. We'll just kind of sort of level out here and head out into the wild blue yonder. Yeah, lovely part of the world. Quite different terrain than what I've been flying of late. So I had a few issues with the sim. The new year, I had a hope that I had a few issues going, sort of ending the year with it as well. I'd hoped that the new year would provide something different, but it didn't. The weather's been balked again. I've had crash to desktops. 3 flights in a row crashed to desktop on me, and but I'm sure I'm not the only one. What a beautiful part of the world. Look at this with the lighting and stuff. What a beautiful effect. Really nice. Anyway, she handles okay in the air. A little bit, I'd say, if anything, feels a little bit sluggish compared to what I would expect. Like, there's a fair bit of control deflection there to get it rolling. That's alright though. Beautiful. Idaho. Don't get to fly in Idaho very often. I know there's a whole community though that, particularly in the FS economy world, or there used to be at least, a whole group that was sort of committed to providing virtual aviation experiences in Idaho, the backcountry as it's known. Look, she flies well enough. I don't know where we took off from, somewhere over there, wasn't it? There we go. We'll kind of head back that way. Look, first impressions are it's a perfectly acceptable bit of freeware and a nice addition into the sim. Hot off the press, so absolutely first release, and hopefully the developer, like others in the freeware community, will sort of keep at it and keep refining it. Although for a first release, it's pretty bloody handy, I have to say. No real complaints here at all. So that's kind of where we took off from, sort of a 12 o'clock position here, right? Am I right? I tend to remember those trees. Yeah, somewhere here. Look, a little strip just here, right? That's where we are. Yeah, so we'll kind of overfly the field. And we'll land in the same direction that we took off from. Yeah, there she is. So we'll come back on that juice now, really throttle back. Overfly at about midfield, and then we'll kind of fly a bastardized left-hand circuit back to whatever runway that was. We'll slow down now into the wide arc. We'll be able to get some flap out momentarily, as in then. We'll be able to get this thing pretty slow, is my guess. And we'll sort of fly around now. It's going to have to be a steepish turn if you get a little bit of power on. Try and fly it in balance. We'll probably overshoot. It's alright, 60 knots. She handles pretty well in the turn. Should be a strip. There we go. Take full flap now. Really get it coming down. Right off the power. This is one short ass strip, folks. Down through 50. She's speed is certainly dropping off. We'll just drop it in over the trees here. No one saw that tree. Go into a bit of a flare. Oh, on the tundras, we bounced it up. There we go. So that wasn't a great landing, but she's safely on, folks. Safely on. If I was the owner of the aircraft, I probably wouldn't be happy looking out the window and seeing buffhead land like that, but there it is. Folks, Freeware Fridays, Cessna 170B. There'll be a link to it in the description as we get our flaps up. Thanks for your company on another video, and we will see you in the next one.